Let's use connects to finish up some of our other routes. If we go to profile/ID, we don't really use this yet on our app. It's something for future development. This is a good example because sometimes backend engineers develop endpoints that might not be used for the front end, but they might need in future installations, such as this one where maybe we might have a profile page for each one of our user, and they can edit this. And maybe they can have a post, a delete, a put. So let's work on this. With profile.id, we just want to grab the user. That's a very simple operation with our database, right? We can simply remove this now and say db.select everything, because we want everything from the users table from the users table. Seems a little too easy, right? Let's see if that works. I'll do a dot then. We'll return the user. And let's just console.log, again, just to test everything out. We'll console log user. Let's go to profile/ID. And remember, if we go back to our database, we have ID 1236. So let's just do ID 1. Using our postman, we will grab a profile. Let's see if we have one of these here. There you go. There's a GET request. And we'll do profile 1, send. And if we go back to the console, all right, we're getting all our users. But remember, with profile ID, we want to make sure that it is the ID and not every single user that we're grabbing. So we can simply say dot where, and within the where clause, if we go back to connects, and I want to demonstrate to you here that this is what a developer does. They don't know every single spec of a library or a package. You simply get really good at reading documentation and seeing what you need, such as here, where, and we pass in an object of what we want to check against. So first name test, last name user. In our case, we want a object where ID is the ID that we received in the params. If we save and run this again through Postgres, go back to our example, and look at that. We have an. And we want to grab the array of the user, so we can just do, and we can just do 0. Amazing. Just to keep this short, again, with the ES6, we can do just this, because both the ID, the property, and the value are the same. I'm going to save. And now, instead of console logging, we'll do response.json. User. I'll be the user that we get. And we don't need the found anymore, do we? Let's clean up the code now. And if this is a not found, well, in that case, we will get an empty array. But let's just see what we get with our response first, and then we'll touch the error case. We'll save, go back to Postman, we'll send, and we get an error. Found is not defined, and we should comment this out. We'll try that again. Click send. All right, we get an. This is so cool. And if we do 2, we get Anne with an E. If we do 6, we have Amy. And if I do 3, I get John. What if I do a number that doesn't exist? I get 200 OK with no response because, well, we don't have that user. But let's just console log and see if we get back a user from this. If I save and send, I get an empty array. So it's still returning something. It just tells me that there's no user. If I do a dot catch here, let me just fix the alignment here. And I do the error with JSON or response.status 400. And we'll just do not found. If I save this and go back to Postman, click send again with the wrong ID, I still get 200 OK, not the error that we catch. Because in JavaScript, if I open up the Chrome, again, trick of JavaScript, if I do Boolean array, an empty array, it's technically true. So the way we want to check against an empty array, well, we simply say if user.length exists, in that case, it will be greater than 1 or equal to 1. We'll respond with the user. Otherwise, we'll respond with our status, not found. And maybe we can also in here say error getting user. If we save now and go back to, let's remove console because we don't need it anymore. Go back to Postman. Click send. Not found. That's awesome. We get a 400 bad request. But if we grab somebody that we want, it's now working. Very cool. We can now remove this ugly code. We have much better syntax here now. And we also have the register done. We'll leave the sign in till the end, but let's work on the image endpoint in the next one. I'll see you in that one. Bye-bye.